there are certain ingredients that you absolutely should get from food and should not be supplemented. So you said each individual ones are studied, but what are some of those ingredients? Because I know you are a very strong advocate at avoiding certain ones in supplement form.
Yes. There's two main supplemental ingredients I want people to avoid. And that means because they're avoiding taking folic acid and avoiding vitamin A, that means they should not be taking the general supplements available in the supermarket. Go to Target, go to Costco, go to Walmart. Do not buy those supplements because they contain vitamin A and folic acid. And don't use So we're talking here, number one, the studies on folic acid, one 10-year study on women taking a multivitamin with folic acid increased risk of breast cancer by 29%. One 6-year study of women taking a folic acid supplement increased risk of cancer by 43%.
Really?
Yeah, so we're talking here that folic acid is not the same compound as folate found in natural foods. The word folate comes from the Latin word for foliage, coming from green vegetables, and we're getting tons of folate in greens and beans, and our Nutritarian diet makes it so if we blood test for folate, we have levels that are outside of the normal range being so high. We get tons of folate, so we don't need to take folate. Now, folic acid is different. It's a synthetic compound. It's not found in nature. It's to duplicate like folate, but it hangs out in the blood. The body can't excrete the excess. It penetrates cells when the cell doesn't even need it. And it can cause damage to the cell, enhancing cellular replication, which means allowing a cell that's prone to cancer to manifest cancer more readily. And folic acid is what the American health authorities advocate that pregnant women take to prevent neural tube defects. Mm-hmm. So now we have a population advocating taking a supplement to the whole population by the medical profession and the health authorities to prevent neural tube defects, birth defects, by taking substance that we know increases risk of breast cancer and prostate cancer. It doesn't just increase of cancer in the mother taking the supplement, it increases risk of cancer in the child whose mothers took the supplement too. Mm-hmm. So we're promoting cancer to reduce neural tube defects. And why are we taking a synthetic, like a medication now? It's not like real folate. Everybody has to take a medication as if nature's screwed up. We can't. No, it's that these people are not eating enough vegetables, green vegetables. If they were eating green vegetables, they wouldn't take folic acid. So instead of telling women of childbearing ages to get enough folate by eating enough vegetables, we give them, because we can't do that. We can't tell people they have to eat healthier. We can't tell people to eat less calories, to lose weight and get fitter. We have to just tell them to take pills.
Got to make life really hard for some people where they have to read between the lines. But I think the pregnancy and folic acid thing is so interesting, because if there was a marketing campaign that just said pregnancy, eat your beans, eat your greens, and they said it from the rooftops like they talk about folic acid, we'd have such a healthier population. I mean, even these supplement companies, as I research and vet a lot for my job, get to me a little bit, because now even premium supplement companies are putting methylfolate or folate instead of folic acid. And so I even said to you the other day, as I'm thinking about having kids, Dad, am I getting enough folate? Like everyone and their mom is putting folate in our, and you said, Jen, there's just no way you're not getting enough folate in your diet.
The pediatricians in the hospitals give the children that are born a vitamin K shot to prevent hemorrhaging of the blood, because the mothers don't eat vegetables to get vitamin K. It's like,
and they don't give you the why behind it. They don't give you.
They just assume that all Americans, because all Americans don't eat enough vegetables, and all Americans need to take folic acid, and all Americans need to take vitamin K shots in the babies. We got to take medications because people don't eat vegetables. And I think the only one I've heard speaking about this, saying that this viewpoint of turning vitamin K and folate into medicines is a contributor to acute lymphoblastic leukemia, or acute lymphocytic leukemia in children, which is the leading cause of cancer in young children and toddlers, right? So I'm saying that this is complicated, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm saying that the green vegetables in the diet would not only have supplied the folate, but it would have prevented cancer in the child that's going to be born. So the higher green vegetable would not only have prevented neural tube defects and heart defects, what the folic acid doesn't prevent. It would prevent more birth defects, but it would also protect the child against cancer. So we missed an opportunity to recommend to women eat vegetables instead of taking a folic acid pill, because now we could have knocked down childhood cancer from women eating vegetables during the pregnancy and prior to conception.
I know you have. Oh,
one more thing is that if we could have advocated that women eat vegetables, because we advocated they take folic acid, they know we've got a message out there. Why couldn't we get the message out there eating vegetables? Why couldn't we advocate the dangers of eating processed meats and luncheon meats and bacon and bologna and hot dogs even 2 years prior to conception, and that relationship with child cancer or birth defects or autism? We could tremendously change the health of our country and tremendously change childhood defects and childhood cancers. We can have a tremendous saving people's lives if we could advocate and advertise and market to women, don't eat processed meats and eat more green vegetables. But that message is not politically acceptable. So instead, we just continue along giving them folic acid pills and watching pregnant women eat hot dogs. It's creating cancer and brain tumors for their kids. This is just it, right? It's ridiculously infuriating, and I'm the only person talking about this topic.
Well, it's really sad too, because you can't sell it. You can't sell don't eat bologna and eat green vegetables. I mean, but eating vegetables will give jobs to farmers and help create a better planet.
Right.
So
you can't sell it. No politician's going to sell it. It's not going to be a big message. But the medical profession is able to sell taking folic acid pills.
No, it's so true. But like then supplement companies make money. Everyone's making money. And it's not even like you say for pregnant people or women in general, don't take a smart multivitamin, because you do say it makes sense with the right ingredients. But you are the only one that doesn't include folate or folic acid in your prenatal. And so like explaining that, although it takes more of an explanation, it's just so powerful, and people need to start encouraging each other, women in general, but if you're of childbearing age or want to have children, to eat your vegetables. I mean, that message of like an apple a day keeps the doctor away is just not that loud.
Right.
It should be louder.
Just think about this. When you get your folate from vegetables, then you're getting a lot of 1,000 other nutrients along with the folate that protect you against cancer and your child against cancer and a child against birth defects and other childhood cancers and autism, because the health of your child in their young life is related to not just what you ate during your pregnancy, but what you ate even years prior to your pregnancy. So we're saying stop the bad diet, even when you think about getting pregnant. But you've got it. But in any case.
Well, can I just say it doesn't even stop with pregnancy, because if you start to pay attention about folic acid, which we don't want in anything, is you'll start to notice they put it in cereal, bread, nutritional yeast.
Right.
What is this doing with folic acid? Why is this in here?
Yeah, they put folic acid all over the place, right?
I have no idea why. B12. Why are you in here?
What are you doing in there? Because they're assuming people, because that's the nature of our society, where we're assuming women are deficient in these, and we got to sprinkle folic acid everywhere because people don't eat green vegetables. I
feel like it kind of all started in World War II, where people were looking to get really quick convenience packaged foods and rise to the fast food industry, and then everyone was becoming really deficient in everything because they weren't eating their.
And they were studying these. They studied vitamins and minerals and learning their effects. And we started to, drink Tang and Kool-Aid with added nutrients in it, and Cocoa Puffs,
and salt and sugar. Yeah. Where did I get that information from you? From Fast Food Genocide?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, funny. I'm telling you.